Shit, it's already 5. God damn it. I'm lagging ass. What's going on, everybody? Big Daddy out here in the shed, bringing you another episode of BSSin in the shed, shooting the shit, hanging out, talking about stuff, and maybe even prospecting stuff. So what's going on? Glad to see everybody here tonight. Hello to everybody who got here early. Hello to everybody who is just showing up. One and only, sorry to hear about your power, but glad you still have found a way to get here and hang out on the stream. You know, priorities are important, and it's good that you prioritize tuning in. Everybody else, thank you also for joining, even if your power is on, and all you had to do was sign in. I appreciate you. Now, I already have up top of the chat the link. I know I always lag ass on that, so make sure to go click that link and throw your name in the bucket to potentially get some of that Big Daddy sloppy seconds tonight with whatever gold we find and whatever dirt I decide to put together. Is it 420 there? Well, yeah. Spark it up, brother. It's always 420 over here. I just had a little safety meeting right before I started the stream up here. Or if you got here early, when I said it's safety meeting time, that's when I was having my safety meeting. Alright, that's where it's from, man. You're a midnight toker. Hell yeah. Well, probably not a bad idea then if you're in a place that gets hit a lot. To get yourself one of those, whatchamacallem, generators. Get some power. Get some juice. I always kept saying that I was going to get one, but every time I look at them, they're really expensive. And I don't want to spend money, is what I've learned in life, is just to hold on to your cash. Unless you need to buy something or want to buy something. Then go buy something, spend your money. I mean, shit, that's what it's for. Now, Spencer, you didn't miss anything. Light it up and you're right on time. Like I say, it's always 420, so you can never be late as long as you're ready to go. See, that's the thing, like, when the power's out, it's all good, and it's whatever, right? It is what it is. But then you hear your neighbor's generator, and you think to yourself, those sons of bitches have power, and I'm sitting here in the dark. And then it starts making you feel spiteful. So I figure I should probably just get my own generator so I can not hate my neighbors. Seems logical. I don't know. Maybe it's not. And you know what? If having a generator is the insurance to make sure the power never goes out, that's fine by me. Totally fine by me. But every winter it seems to go out a few times, and kind of is what it is, you know. You got a freezer full of stuff, you got to worry about it. If you got fish tanks, you got to worry about. Some people do. If you just got regular fish tanks with goldfish and shit, you don't really got to worry about it. But if you got like coral and some saltwater fish that are all like, hey, I need to be in certain temperatures or I'm just gonna fucking turn into jelly. Uh, yeah, those ones suck. You know, you're sitting there stressing out because the power's out. And usually when the power's out, it's not like it's in summer where it'll still stay warm. It's in the winter, so before you know it, your fish tank's an ice cube and everything's dead. That's the tough one right there. Had that happen a few winters back. Well, I guess it's almost 15 years back, but we had no power for like a week. My fish tanks got cold, and you get to a point where you're just like, you're doing everything you can initially, and then you start getting tired of running hot water back and forth to the fish tank. And then you just look at everything in the tank and you say, good luck. Good luck, guys. I'm out. Thank you, Donna. I much appreciate it. Super awesome of you. Vendetta, what's happening? Good to see you. Just got your order for the dirt. And I guess I can make an announcement now. Hey, y'all. I've got some new pay dirt. You want to prove who the king of the jungle is? Pick yourself up a bag of this right here. Dig Daddy's King of the Jungle. It's got a 1/4 gram of gold in there. It's a good amount of dirt. Inside the bag, you'll find dirt and gold and a couple of tumbled gems. There's some jasper in this one. You got that tiger jasper, tiger's eye, as well as a crocodile jasper, one of each in every bag. Tumbled by yours truly. It took about a month to get all that shit tumbled out. But they're looking pretty sweet. And I hope you guys enjoy those. Oh yeah, and there's gold in the bag too. I don't know if I mentioned that part. But there's like a 1/4 gram. So you can pick those up on backyardprospecting.com in the prospector shop. $30 plus shipping gets one to your door. If you want more than one, that's cool too. I could ship them in a other kind of bag. And if it doubles up on shipping, I'll refund you down to the cheapest shipping possible, flat rate. Oh yeah, thanks Chris. Right there, what he just said, that's where it's at. That's right, I rolled them myself. It's true. It's true. It takes it's a long game, really. It's a finessing thing. But you got your tiger's eye and your tiger's jasper. The tiger jasper was actually really interesting. It doesn't have the tiger banding like I was expecting that it would. I just saw it on an order list and I was like, hey, that sounds interesting. I've never seen that before. So I got some of that in. Whoa, shit, dude. So here's one of the tiger jaspers. Really amazing patterns that go all throughout it. Right? I think it's more like almost like a leopard jasper because it's more dottish. But that just may be more what I got. But there you go. Halloween pay dirt is happening. I'm planning it out. I'm plotting it out right now. In fact, I have it right here. This is going to be the Halloween pay dirt. Here's a sneak peek. It's dirt. It's all fine dirt. No rocks. So this is probably going to go into the red bags. It's Halloween pay dirt. Or maybe Halloween pray dirt. Yeah, I thought it was more like a leopard jasper or something like that, but I ordered it as a tiger jasper. And I guess Tiger Jasper, it has different styling formations within it. Um, kind of like well, there's a few different stones that have a very dramatic change of their high to low grade. This probably is just one of them. Yes, the Halloween bag will be a red bag, so you know they're going to be smaller. It's going to be harder because it's going to. I mean, I put at least a pound, if not more, of garnet sand in there. Can't reach anything if I'm sitting in my low chair. Here, let me move this. So, I don't know if you can see over the shitty camera here, but there's a lot of red in this dirt. Alright, that's your sneak peek. Not giving everything up. Poppy Jasper, I have not. I have not seen it, nor seen it for sale. But I like Jaspers, because Jaspers, I seem to be able to tumble Jaspers pretty well. So I like those because they turn out pretty good. Other ones that I try tumbling, sometimes it's not so great. And it turns out to something that I just don't want to sell or give away or whatever. But I do like the Jaspers. I really like the Desert Jasper because it has, some specimens have a really cool blue to them. It's not gemmy, but it's definitely a cool kind of rock. I don't know if I have any out here. But it definitely earns the name because it's got that cool desert scenery kind of look to it. Really pretty stuff. Got to go see if my local gem shop has got it in again. Because with that stuff, I like to pick through it. I like to grab specifically the blue stuff in specific shapes because otherwise they don't turn out too great. I like little medallions with blue, like a sunset. Nice, nice. Well, I think somebody's gonna receive a tiger jasper tonight, or leopard jasper, or whatever. So here's another specimen. What I was saying about how they can be really different. So this one is a shit. So this one I think is more what I would call a tigery. You know, it's kind of got those tigery striped striation looking things. I'm trying to hold it at an angle where it doesn't glare. There we go. So that's what I think it gets its name from. But then you get a lot of them that look like this. And fortunately, unfortunately, the majority of the ones I got look like this one, not like the tiger. So I'd like to have gotten more that does look like this one. This one's like the one in the group that I got that looked like it. And it's really cool. I think I'll keep this one. I like the transition from the host rock to the orange stripy, and then there's like this red line, and then it goes wild. It's really cool stuff. Yeah, these ones took the polish really well. There's a little hole in there too where there's like a little cave of gems, little sparkly crystal. You can't see the crystals really that well. Oh, there you go. Kind of see that twinkle in there. Anyways, there's a little gem cave in there. I just noticed. And there's another one. Oh, shit. There's another one on that side. They call that druzy, where it's crystally exposed. Shit, that's a geode right there. Isn't that freaking awesome? I think this is the one I'm going to give away tonight. So whoever gets the sloppy seconds will get this one that has the 2 little gem caves in it. Here's our sloppy seconds. Throw that in there. That's pretty cool. No, I have not done lace agate. Only because with lace agate, sometimes you get really shitty pieces, so you kind of want to be able to see them before you take them on. Otherwise, you can get a big chunk of garbage. And my local rock shop doesn't have that on their shelves. They got a bunch of other stuff, so they go through, you know. A lot of the bread and butter stuff, and then some silly stuff. Alright. Well, the only people who can't win, we're only going back 2 weeks. Let's grab the thing. Like I said a few weeks back, I need to get a little eraser board. I did. So, John Martin, he can win again. Wow, this board really doesn't erase for there. I got this at the dollar store, or Big Lots or something, so that might explain why it's so shitty. Wow. It's like a freaking permanent marker. You shouldn't have to work this hard to erase, to dry erase something, anything. Go get my razor and scrape the shit off. Alright, the only 2 people who can't win tonight are Big Texas and Doug Odette. You guys have won within the last couple weeks, so my apologies. Well, not really. You got dirt. You probably just got it the other day. I hope you enjoyed going through it and you found all the gold that I put in it. These are some pretty decent things. So, let's see. What do we want to talk about? Let's go see how much gold's going for these days. Gold's been doing weird shit. So that's... Let's go see how much gold's going for these days. Echo, bro. Echo. Settle down. Alright. It's looking like gold is sitting there around 1746. Let's refresh to make sure that's current. 1748. So, in the last week, we've definitely seen a drop down, or a spike up. I won't call that a spike. It's the size of the scale is funky. But if we go out a month, we're definitely down from where we were. We were at about 1801. Today, 1740, 39, 48. Going out a 3 month, we were looking at the mid to high 1800s. So now is probably not a bad time if you're going to buy some raw gold. If you're buying pay dirt, it's probably not going to make a huge difference. But you never know. If you're buying straight up gold, usually the sellers are going to adjust for that, and they're going to drop their prices to accommodate what the gold's going for. Do I polish Uperlite? I would love to polish some Uperlite. But when you try to buy it on like eBay and shit, they want so much for each one. So, I don't know if I want to invest that much in rocks, just tumble them, and then not have people, and then not have people buying the dirt because it's just a rock, and you know maybe they don't want to go then buy a UV light as well. But I'd love to get my hands on some for the right price so I can tumble a bunch of them and then make pay dirt out of them. I think that'd be awesome. Actually, what I think would be really, really cool is if I got a lot of them, that I was able to actually break them up and just put them through the rock crusher and then put that dirt in pay dirt, so the whole thing glows, not just the rocks. That would be awesome. Just glowy radioactive radioactive pay dirt. I like this idea more than I think I should. I'm definitely gonna have to wear gloves. I don't know, is that shit actually radioactive or dangerous? I mean, everything's dangerous if you breathe it in, right? Rocks, you shouldn't breathe rocks in, or dust. Try to minimize that. But like, my skin won't start falling off, would it? Did he crush it up? I wonder how that looks. Seriously, I bet it'd be freaking awesome. I'd have to look it up. But first and foremost, I got to get a bunch of Uper lights. So if somebody wants to send their kids out on the river and find a bunch of them, and then sell me a bag of that shit for $20, a big ass 20-pound bag of Uper lights, I'd be down for that. I mean, yeah, you'd have to pan it under a black light for it to really have its effect, but I don't know how well gold shows up. See, now I'm going to have to see how well gold shows up under a black light and do the whole thing. Because that, or maybe it'll be a silver painter. You know, whatever shows up. You know, so it kind of makes sense. But I'd also throw some rubies in there, some little rubies. Although those are getting harder to get a hold of, but and they're pricier now too. But because rubies are also fluorescent and they fluoresce. They're a pink color, I believe. I don't have my UV light out here, so I can't check it against my rubies. But I'm pretty sure they fluoresce up in pink. No, I'd probably call it like Fallout pay dirt, something like that. I don't know if maybe I'd get sued. I can't use any likelinesses from the game Fallout because then I might get sued for that. I gotta be careful about shit like that. But definitely something like that. Apocalyptic pay. Apocalyptic dirt. I don't know. Does it? Well, maybe I'll have to throw some Parados in there as well. Just to really shuffle it all up. I gotta start making a toolbox. I accidentally had the toolboxes on back orderable on the website, and I don't have any made right now. So I gotta make sure that shit gets made up for the person who ordered it. Oh yeah, Doug, thank you very much. I appreciate that greatly. An eighth of a gram, that's pretty good. I mean, depending on how many buckets you put through your sluice, uh, or if you're panning it out, that's actually pretty damn good. You got some decent dirt. I mean, if that's 100 buckets, I don't know if it's worth it. But if it's like 4 or 5 buckets, you're doing good. You're doing good. But that also makes, now that I think about that, that makes me question the Crisson mine and how good of dirt they're on. If they can cram 30 buckets and you only get like a few little flakes. I'm gonna have to go back and watch my review of that one, but I don't remember it being all that great. Yeah, I only do like 2 or 3 buckets when I go out. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm lazy or maybe I'm just slow. By the time I get around to it, yeah, it's like 2 or 3 5-gallon buckets worth. You know, Maybe I'll fill them up halfway and then take them to the sluice, but usually about 2 or 3 total buckets. I need to get more serious about it when I go out there. I really wanted to get that dry land dredge thing going. I need to order more parts. That seems to be the never-ending story, is I need to order parts. Definitely got to get a different hose for the water feed, because the lay flat stuff clogs up, kinks up so much, it's ridiculous. It's completely unusable. But I think with that new Arbor Fab classifier that I got, I'm definitely going to be able to move dirt a lot faster. I think maybe that was my thing, is the classifiers I keep trying to use all slow me down. Yeah, right? It's like, oh man, there's a good amount of gold in every pan. I'm not going to leave. And what if somebody else came and got it, or the river covered it up? Luckily, where I go a lot, there is cell phone signal, so if I really was getting the gold, I would just be like, hey baby, here's the deal. I'll see you when I see you. I got gold to fill out. Yeah, that's usually how it's going to go. You know, the further down in your hole you're getting, the closer to the good pay you're getting to. And so usually your last bucket's going to be your best bucket if you're doing good. Everything else getting to that point is going to be your overburden. Whenever I go out though, I try to get the very last, before I fill in my hole, I'll take a few scoops, classify that out, and then fill up a couple of like Gatorade bottles that I drank throughout the day, and then I'll fill those back up with dirt, with the stuff that's at the bottom of the hole, and usually I'll try to give that away here through to the patrons. Or on the stream, wherever. It all depends on how I'm feeling in that moment, you know. What's going on, Ken? Good to see you. Everybody else who's just joining up, what's happening? You missed the deep, insightful stuff we were talking about. Sorry, you're going to have to rewind and watch it over. It's life-changing, really. So it's definitely worth a rewind. Or a rewatch. If you haven't already done so, make sure to hit that link up on top. Make sure that you put a witty comment in there. Make sure to like that video. Like this video as well while you're at it. If you haven't already done so, please go ahead and click that thumbs up. Tell all your friends, come hang out with us here on a Monday night. Have a good time. Lighten them up and run in some dirt. And it's getting to be about that time. You know, the time to run the dirt. So, what do you guys say? We fire that sluice up. Do I seem down? No, I'm sitting in a lower chair is what it is. Usually, I sit in that stool because it's a little bit higher up. Right now, I'm sitting in my comfy camping chair, and it's a little bit more lower, or down, if you will. In addition to that, I'm stoned as fuck. So, that's probably more what it is. I'm just stoned and I'm chilling, man. I'm relaxed. You don't want me all worked up anyways. Start going on rants about shit nobody cares about. Like, God damn it, Big Daddy, it's just an anime. It's fucking cartoons. Why are you so worked up? It's like, no! How good if this has happened, dude? Hit the switch. I don't got hydraulics in this bitch, man. But I do have a switch that'll take us over to the sluice box, which I haven't set up, because, you know, I like to do everything at the last minute. It's just the way I roll. My planning is my lack of planning. But it's okay, we can overcome this pretty quickly. So long as I can find, oh, there it is, my river. You know, before we get into that, I hope you guys maybe can't notice or don't tell, but I rebuilt the sluice. And you guys this is the first I'm showing to anybody. So I rebuilt my spray bar. So this is all detachable now. My spray bar itself is just a slot, one single slot striped across. This mesh here, the mini miner's moss that I use, just helps to dither it out. Keep it from blasting off on just the one side. Keeps everything all nice and tight. So I redid all of that. And most importantly, I redid the whole structure of the sluice. So before it was kind of what I would call a floating sluice. There was a pole that went into another piece of PVC, but it was never a secure, it was never really a secure connection. It just sat in the hole and kind of wobbled there, and I relied on the front piece for my balance. Well, though I still do rely on the front for the balance, now I have this T built in, which once it presses up against here, it balances itself against the T and these two pieces over here. So now it's a lot more stable on this side, and it doesn't put so much of that requirement of stability on the stand that's over here, but it shares that. Over here I refit it with a PVC piece that I have sanded down because it's going to be disassembled all the time, so I wanted it to be easy to do that, but still get a good stick when it needs to be where it's at. And there's that. And of course, most importantly, it is locked in at a solid 10 degrees. So it will always be exactly at the right level. Got that 10 degrees, which is perfect for the micro mat. It's a little bit aggressive sometimes, but not really too bad because, again, I have full control over the water, which the water itself now is so much more smooth because of the refinement to here. And because of this extra stability, the placement of the water hose, which gets kind of heavy, used to pull everything over here to the side. And so now it doesn't do that. So I can fire it up. The whole thing doesn't shift when that water gets to it. Right now I'm running the power at only 4.5 volts. Before, anything above 6 became a little bit unmanageable. This is 649 right now. So this is what I would normally run the micro mat with, the big micro mat. And you can see how it's coming off all nice and smooth. There's no more drip down over here. I can crank it up. Now this is about the limit that I'd want to go. I'm at 8.3 and pretty aggressive. Don't necessarily need that much juice going through the micro. In fact, I'm ordering a smaller pump that I'm going to replace this one with so that I have a little bit more, I don't know. So maybe I can fine-tune it down more, I guess, is what my thought was. But it's perfect for everything. Lowest setting here, 3.7 volts, is perfect for running the micro mat mini sluice, which is, you know, what we got here. Take our brush, clean out the holes, air in the holes. All right, let's get some dirt. Oh, it is. It is running so much better now. The randomness to the flow and everything is gone. It's not like it had a huge problem to begin with, but it just feels so much sturdier now. Um, I mean, it's just less that I have to dink with to keep it reliable. It was always a balancing act. So I'd have to play with it so it would get everything flowing equally off the mat. You know, that was always in the setup before the show to make sure that it was all good. Or I'd have to stop the video to fine tune it. But no more of that. It's good now. I see gold. Nice big chunky piece of it too. Alright. Yeah, the problem I kept running into is little debris would get hung up on the holes. So I'm hoping the slits give a little bit more room so crap doesn't get stuck in the tube, so I don't have to tear it down so much. I can just move this out of the way and this out of the way, run the water, and it cleans it out. That's my goal there. I hate tearing the thing apart. I also re-drilled this, this is a new tube, but inside, rather than just screwing into the pipe, I have a nut on the other side, so it's going to hold it firm against this all the time. They're not going to wear down or loosen up. Yeah, it feels like a little tank now. I don't know why I waited so long. You know, I mean, you get something and it's working. I mean, again, I'm not going to get better gold recovery out of any of this. It was already fine-tuned in. You know, I'm getting 99 if not 100%. But it just feels a lot more sturdy and I like it. I like it a lot more. You know, it's just like you're sitting there and you think about all the things that you don't like about it. It's like, you know what? Why don't I just fix those things? So I took a couple hours, I think it was on Sunday, yesterday. You know, I started with this because the screws were getting loose and I was worried it was going to get all off-centered and shit. So it started with this, and when I finished this, I'm looking at it, I was like, okay, this is still all wobbly. What the hell? And so then I tore apart the bottom. I drilled out the rivets that they used to put this thing together. And I added the PVC instead of the CPVC tube that they had. Doing good, Mike. How you doing? Alright, definitely seen a couple of pieces of gold in there.
like to see a little bit more before I clean it out. Let me grab a couple more scoops. There we go, a couple more scoops. Get it wet. Going on, Mark? You're not late. You're just in time. Make sure to hit that comment video up top of the chat and leave your comment if you want to get in on tonight's sloppy seconds. More pieces piling up there in that first row. Let's see if we can spread it around. Isn't that the truth? I mean, you wish everybody the best of luck, but at the end of the day, you want yourself to win. But it's like not socially acceptable to be like, hey, bad luck to the rest of you guys. I hope all you guys have crap luck tonight. But let's be honest. That's what we're hoping. Or is that just, maybe that's just me when I go to giveaways. Like, good luck, everybody. I hope I win. All right. Yeah, buddy, there's definitely some gold in there. I see a couple nice pieces here, here. Little piece of wire gold in there. Not bad. Let's move everything over to the side. Grab this. Grab this. Oh man, I ain't got any fresh water. A bummer. Alright, mud water it is. Ooh, that's a nice chunk. That shit was wedged in there. Little pebble of gold. The more you know. Statistically, if you all gave it to me, I'd win. You know, he's not wrong. He's a mathematician. I'd go for those odds. Better than Vegas. All right. Let's grab just a little bit more water. Get everybody up where they're supposed to be. Wish I had clean water, but I lack of preparation. All right. All right, wheezing to Joey and then everybody else to wheezing. Is that what I'm reading? All right. So we got, I thought that was lead or something, but it moved off so easily. It can't be anything but who gives a shit. That is not gold, but what we do have is 5 really nice pieces. You know, this one right here, that's almost a picker. I mean, I picked it up. That's technically a picker. Bing! Has some weight to it, too. This guy here, also pick-upable. Bing! This one, not so much. There's a little piece in there, too. But not too bad. Not bad at all. Let's grab a snuffer. An empty one. There we go. Get to snuffing. Easy enough. Yeah, you don't want to send anything up if it's questionable. You know, billions of pounds of machine or millions of pounds of machinery going up and not coming down where it's supposed to. Definitely not a good thing. But it was an unmanned flight, right? There was nobody going up there with it. All right. Let us travel back to the main camera. What's up, everybody? I guess I didn't light up my second one, did I? Only one? Seen 2. I believe it was 2. There was the Challenger in '84, and then was it the Atlantis Charger? There was another one in the '90s that a foam piece fell off as it was taken off, and it crashed into the wing of the shuttle and created a hole. And then when they came back, or maybe it blew up right then. I don't remember whether it was when they were coming back or at the rest of there. But that hole caused enough friction that it burned a hole through the shuttle and blew the thing up. Yeah, it's definitely not something you want leaking fluids. Definitely would not be a good thing. But yeah, I remember the Challenger, man. I was in, I think, 3rd grade. And they had all, and mind you, this is across America, the entire country. Every school student was sitting there in class watching because it was the first time they were sending a teacher up. So all the students across the nation were watching the takeoff, and that motherfucker blew up on live TV. And everybody, the country went silent. It was like, oh shit. It's crazy, man.
definitely nuts. But yeah, shit like that's the only thing that shocks the nation anymore. You know, blow shit up, the big rockets exploding. Yeah, I don't remember St. Helens. I was too young then. And I was in a different state. If I lived up here in Washington, I probably would remember it better. And if I was this age, I would go prospecting. But yeah, I mean, if you're even older than that, you've probably seen tons of shuttles blow up. Because we used to blow them up on the regular. Back when it was the old rocket design. The cruise missile. Your state blew up. That's a fairly accurate description right there. You know, volcano. Yeah, shit blew up. What blew up? The pretty much the whole state. Yeah, my kid has one. When we went out to the rock shop over in First Creek, uh, my kid went in there with me, and he was still young and cute enough that the lady behind the counter, she's like, "Oh, here's some free things. This is cool. Here's one of these." He got some Uper Light. He's got a little jar of Mount St. Helens ash. You know, and I had to explain to him what all this stuff was and why he should be excited that he got it. But he was more excited over the freeze-dried banana that he grabbed. Like, oh look, it's freeze-dried. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Mm. Yeah, it's pretty. It was a pretty substantial thing, I would imagine. At least, you know, if I remembered it, not if I wasn't like 2 when it happened. What year did that even happen in? I don't remember that part. That's how badly I remember it. It was like 82 or something like that. Maybe that's when they did the Kingdom. No, it was 90s. I'd look it up. Oh, whoa. I'd look it up, but I'm not going to. See, I like to Google Earth everything. I go on trips, not anymore, but like when it first came out, I would go on Google Earth trips all the time. I'd like sit there and I'd just spin the globe around, like, what's this? Like, oh, okay, that's cool. Google Earth vacations are awesome. Then you don't even have to worry about like airfare or lodging. You can have a bag of Cheetos or something with you, and you got your food covered. You don't got to worry about sunscreen. Kinks. Kinks back. That reminds me. I got this pillow today. Not a kink thing. Kink in my neck. It's a air pillow that expands out. That's supposed to like pop your neck, you know, stretch it out like. And I started trying to use it, and you're supposed to use the Velcro straps across here and across here. And so I'm airing this thing up, and suddenly I'm feeling like my windpipe is gonna get crushed because this strap is just like, ah, damn, this is not meant for a full-grown man. Damn thing tried to kill me. Right, and then I can 420 anytime. What a great community. Passing all sorts of knowledge and herbs. It's good times. Good times indeed. Let's go find out how much gold we wound up finding. I can't reach my thing. There we go. Let me move this toolbox out of the way that I'm building right now for tonight. Oh yeah, I came over here for the gold. Got it. Get out of the way. Next thing we're gonna need is a scale. Got it. Finally, just need a tray, and now a little bit of hope. Maybe a little less glare. There. Alright. Let's see what we got. Alright, there you go. 5 little chunks of gold. And we're 0.100. On-ish the dot. A little bit over from the dot. But not too shabby. Throw this gold here in this dirt. 1/10 of a gram going out to somebody. Make sure you hit that button. Go over to the thing, click the thing, put a comment on the video. If you don't do that, you're not going to get entered into the contest. There's a bag. Uh-oh. It seems that I have exhausted my supply of a certain kind of sticker. We're going to put that sticker on it. $26? Fuck, it's 29. Is it 29? God damn. And don't forget, if you want to pick up a bag of my King of the Jungle pay dirt, you can do that right now. www.backyardprospecting.com. In the prospector's shop, find yourself a bag of that King of the Jungle. You know, I want to get licensed for that Dennis Leary song so that when I put garnets in the dirt, I can play the asshole song. I'm an asshole, Leo. There we go. People have spoken. The people have spoken. Well, I only got little chunks of garnet, so I'll throw 3 of them in there. Says who? I can ship to Canada. Listen, so if you're an international fan, because you guys are fans, I look at you as such. If you're an international fan, all I ask is that you pay the difference, kick in basically, to help cover the shipping. So for like Canada, it's like $20 to ship shit to you guys. So if you're willing to pay the shipping, then I'll ship it wherever it'll go. It's all numbers on a box to me. But there you go. Dig Daddy's Backyard Prospecting Sloppy Second Special No Sticker Edition with a sticker. Come get some. Make sure to leave a comment on that other video. Because that's how you win. That's how you do it. That's how I know who's down and who's not. And if you're not, you ain't getting shit. You gotta be subscribed. Gotta be subscribed because that's what it means to be a winner. Now, speaking of winners, I'd like to make one this evening. So we got our YouTube random comment video ready to go. We've got about 30 people here, so if you haven't already left that comment, I'll give you another minute to do so. I know it takes a couple just because, you know, I'm an asshole and I put all the advertisements all over every video I can. Because I'm a corporate whore like that. Sorry. It's just the way of the world, man. You're going to get ads one way or another, so at least I get paid for it. Take my little slice of the cake, or my crumbs of the cake. Shit. Alright. I think we've given enough time. Let's go find ourselves a winner here. Let's go fetch some comments. Anything goes. No replies. Only single first comments. And one of each for each. So let us continue. Loading up. We got 34 comments. And let's pick ourselves a winner. Tonight's winner is going to be David Simon. Little BSin and washing some dirt. Great end to a Monday. Well, I thank you, David. Very awesome of you. And congratulations. Congratulations on that. Yes, Mark Penny. I do have some pay dirt for sale. It's the King of the Jungle bag of pay dirt. Has some rocks in there and has some gold in there to go with it as well. It's a nice, probably about 1.5 pounds of material. These are pretty heavy. Approximately, give or take, some amount of whatever amount. There's this much dirt in it, about right there. So it's fairly full, but I've been known to be a fairly fool as well. But hey, give it a shot. I think you'll have a good time getting it and getting the dirt and getting the gold out of it, and the rocks are pretty cool too. And then start saving your allowances because next month, next month, we'll have some Halloween pay dirt to go and to go around. And I'll try to make as many bags of that as I can, but it's gonna be a fine bag of fines, and little sands and whatnot. So I just gotta get some gold to fit that bill. I do have the Cash App, but it's harder to convert that over to like a PayPal order and all that. I just have to do it all manually. Email me at the email. Oops. There we go. Email me at that email there. Especially you, David, because I need your address. So make sure to send me your address to that email address, digdaddy@backyardprospecting.com. And Chef V, make sure you email me as well. You can have that convo offline. And otherwise, I just want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. Now it's time for me to head inside and shut down the shed. And catch you all later. Make sure You eat all your vegetables and say your prayers, and you're in wrestling or bodybuilding, do your steroids, get big and strong, just like old Hulk Hogan tells you, brother. And got a little pay dirt for next week's review. And yeah, that's how the box looked when it got to me. So, tune in next weekend for our pay dirt review, and then next Monday night again for our next episode of BSSin in the Shed, out here with Big Daddy Backyard Prospecting. Good night, everybody. Peace.